Angry guy here, and men won't rescue society. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Men won't rescue society. A lot of women don't understand this notion. A lot of women think that, as things go downhill, as problems start continue to arise in Western society, men will just step in and, Captain Save a you know what. But it's not going to happen this time. I get frustrated. I look at some of the comments from some men because I realize that no matter what you say, no matter what you do, a simp will always be a simp. A forever simp will always be a forever simp. And it's a hard reality to accept. No matter how much knowledge you put into the world, no matter how many examples you give, a simp will never stop simping because a simp cannot stop simping. As long as a simp's basic primal urges are met, a simp will watch everyone else be destroyed. A simp will watch the worst things happen to men. And it's just amazing because these simps won't leave us alone. I look at this comment here on one of my posts, one of my polls. Men are the prize, women are the price. This had 1,000 votes, 83%. And this is what ends up happening. We have the silent majority where most of the people who are in agreement, they come, they vote, and then they disappear. But then there's the radicals. There are the radicals who disagree. And of course, they're very vocal. And then if we jump down here, let's read some of the comments. An individual man or an individual woman may be the prize, but as a whole are all tools. The man is the prize. Good people are the prize. Enough of the unnecessary polarizing debates. Notice, notice this is not a small number of people who agree. This is 1,000 people who voted. So about 830 of these people actually agree with me. That's a large number of people that took the time to agree. And there's always a lot of people who just put I don't care. And there's and that's only 9%. So a lot of people wanted to make it very clear they agreed. They 100% agreed. But of course, there will always be the simps who are very, very vocal. And I saw a comment, and I'm not going to call him a simp, but his comment really angered me. Wayne Thompson, he said, married 25 years, my wife is the prize. So I disagreed with him. I said, terrible comment. It's comments like this why women treat men so poorly. He responds, I have a trad wife. She has a degree in accounting. She runs my house, makes my lunch every day, asks me what side dish I want for dinner. I work and take care of the yard and some house maintenance. I come home and kick my feet up. Seems like a prize to me. I responded by saying, nope. She's doing what she has to do to keep you. Hence, you are the prize. You bring your value to the relationship. She has to create her value on a daily basis. Think about it. He responds, wading through all the trash, I found a diamond. We both put in the effort for the family. I'm not arrogant to think I'm the prize. As difficult as finding good women are, she's my prize for the effort. All these single men giving advice don't know Jack. And see, this is one of the problems. This generation of men who, and it's not just, I shouldn't even say a generation, it's a group, because you have these guys in every generation that won't stop simping as long as their basic primal urges are met, as long as their belly is full and their balls are empty, they will keep on simping. I responded by saying things like this makes young men undervalue themselves and overvalue women. Also, a woman should never be a source of a man's happiness. And this is something that a lot of young men don't understand. A woman should never be the source of your happiness. I don't care how great she is as a person. I don't care how wonderful she makes you feel. I don't care if you've been with her for 100 years. She should never become your source of happiness. One thing that a lot of men don't understand women. They don't understand women because they do not, because a lot of women don't understand women, or a lot of women don't want other women to understand women. Here's something very intriguing. When women break up with men, a lot of guys will say that they were in a marriage, in a relationship with a woman, and things were going very well, and they were happy for like 20 years, and then suddenly she started to change one day, and boom, she just divorced them. She began creating chaos in the relationship, and out of nowhere a divorce came. What they don't realize is that she was mentally divorcing them all of that time. And not only was she mentally divorcing them all of that time, but she was doing things in the background to physically divorce them as well. So sometimes a woman will say, you know what, I don't like this marriage. I don't want to be in this marriage. So I'm going to start doing different things to distance myself from the man. And the man, the poor sap, doesn't even notice it. Psychologically, she's already broken up with him. She's already gone through the grieving and everything else, and said that she's done. And you have to remember that she always has other options. Even if she is 55 years old, there is a line of simps that are just begging for a chance, not to marry her, but a chance for physical intimacy. Because this is how simps are. You have to understand that these simps are starving, ravenous creatures. So this guy responds, to think I was the prize would be doing what the misguided women are doing. I determine what the prize is regard. This is ridiculous. I determine what the prize is regardless of what others think. The I'm the prize mentality automatically puts a toxic wedge into the relationship from the person. What's being fed to the young men is putting shackles on them. Oh my god. Automatically creating a hostile environment. Guys, this guy is a fool. 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 You see, this is the type of guy that ends up getting a divorce, and then, you know, gets a divorce. His wife basically breaks up with him after 25 years, and he says that he doesn't know what happened. He goes, marries the same kind of woman again, gets divorced again, and then ends up living in the woods. And then after, when it gets really, really bad, he just decides that he can't deal with it anymore, and he deletes himself. And you know what? I'm not crying over that. It's to really these kinds of guys that live that kind of life. It's a sad and very pathetic type of thing, because a woman always wants to be with the prize. Do you really think his wife is with him? That he really believes that he's with his wife, that his wife is with him because she genuinely loves him? No, she knows she cannot do better. She knows that this is the best that she was going to do, and she's decided to settle down, be grateful for what she has, and she's living the life that she wants. But he needs to understand that when it comes to a woman, wherever the wind blows, her emotions will go. Men seem to believe that men and women are the same, and that we think the same, and that we behave the same, and that our brains work the same. And this is the it's like they just don't learn. These simps just will not learn. And they think that guys like me out here that are teaching men the truth are doing harm. It's guys. I don't know. I just uh, I and I constantly say this. There are men listening to my stream right now from the woods. The shout out to the guys in the tents in the woods right now. I've got guys listening. So there are some guys who are in cabins right now. And those are the guys that are doing better. But there are some guys who, and I'll be very clear. There's some guys who enjoy themselves. They are very, very happy in the woods. They're very happy in their tents, extremely happy in their log cabins, love sleeping on their sleeping bags. But then there's a lot of you who can't do that. A lot of you don't know what to do if a beer comes by. You're not going to be able to turn that beer into food. That beer is going to turn you into food. Okay. What do? You need to go and poop. You have diarrhea. You need to go and poop, and you don't know what you're gonna do. What do I mean, experienced guys. Listen to me. They have a toilet is everywhere for these guys. They know how to handle themselves. All right. They have their shovel. They'll go dig a hole, or there's probably more advanced things than that. I'm not I love the woods, but I'm not a proper woodsman because I didn't have anyone to teach me. but that's something I have to work on. But the guys who are experienced with the woods, they're laughing at me and kicking up their feet right now because they could basically because this is just a normal part of their regular day. But a lot of y'all feel like you're big bad men. You feel like you have big balls, all right, and you could do whatever you want. You think you're so big and you're so bad until you're sleeping in the woods, all right? Because you can't. You're not. A lot of y'all. Let me tell you right now. You think homeless shelters are easy to get into? I was homeless once over 10 years ago. I did homelessness. All right. Thank you by the grace of God. I never want to see that life again. And I'm telling you right now, I could not get into a homeless shelter. All I tried. I was homeless for 8 months. And for 8 months, I could not get into a shelter. 8 months, y'all. 8 months of homeless. I don't know what nonsense you guys think this is, you know? And guys, do not feel sorry for these men. Don't feel bad for these men because these are the men that mislead other men and they won't learn. A woman in a relationship, there is the adorer and there's the adoree. Okay, so there's the person who's being adored and there's the person who's doing the adoring. And someone like this would say that we both adore each other. Maybe, but at the end of the day, there's someone in the relationship who adores the other person more. Okay, and the truth is that men want to be the one who do the adoring, but the truth is that you know it creates problems in the relationship because women also want to be the adore they want to be the ones who do the adoring, and men want to be the ones who do the adoring. And if men put women into the role where they're the ones being adored, believe it or not, that does not create happiness in the relationship. It doesn't mean that you cannot be good to the person you're with, but she should be the one doing the adoring. So you should be the one that she is adoring, and that makes her happy when she has something to adore. I know it's I know how it sounds, when you guys, the problem is that men are treating women like celebrities and they know it. If you treat her like a celebrity, she will treat you like a fan. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Men won't rescue society. What do you guys think regarding this and everything else we discussed here today? I want to know your thoughts on this, so let's talk about them in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.